All of us Indian people, you know, we need to set aside our differences sometimes and just come stand together. And why is that important for us to be there?
Well, the thing about Native Americans is that we are Mother Earth people. And Mother Earth people, our song, our dance, our ceremony, our rituals, our sacred images, all of them are attached to the idea that we have this relationship with the world around us, that Mother Earth takes care of us, Father Sky takes care of us. And so we find water is sacred, the animals are sacred, the plants are sacred. And we've always believed this through our actions. And by actions, I mean through our spirituality. All the anthropologists come and say, oh, you're just a wild Indian and you think everything's sacred. Well, you know, as an anthropologist, archaeologist, or as a scientist, just study quantum physics. And when you get into quantum physics, you'll find that everything is the same. It's all full of energy. It's all full of waves. It's all full of sound. Everything has a song, is what we say. And we relate to everything with a song. Raven has a song, coyote has a song, killer whale has a song, even the feathers. Water, everything has a song, and we're always looking for that vibration. And if we take care of ourselves, and then and we do these things that will cleanse us, and then what we're doing is cleaning our mind, our heart, our souls, our bodies. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. And Christianity should be happy that there are natives walking in that have done that, to be with them in any ceremony, you know. Jesus was an Essene, and they practiced the same way, fasting and bathing in the morning in the rivers of, you know, whether it's Jordan or what have you. And we're no different. We still do our fasting, still do our praying. And for the corporations won a court case that says they're people too. You know, there's only one way to summarize that. That's bull. Corporations have no feelings. You know, corporations is a conglomerate, and it perpetuates a domination over the earth. You know, so if it was a human being, then you know, I'd say it's a evil human being. You know, because it has no awareness. It doesn't have self-awareness. It doesn't have guilt. It doesn't have a conscience, and it doesn't care about what it does to others. Whereas a human being, you care. You know, you're raised and you have guilt, you have a conscience, and you wake up one morning and say, God, I wish I didn't do that. You know, but a corporation's not like that. They'll just close up shop and move to another area. And so this strip mining and just tearing the earth apart for pure private profit, sooner or later we have to recognize that there's a limit. On top of this totem pole, which was carved with purpose, is Raven. In the Pacific Northwest, Raven is a wise leader or a trickster. As a wise leader, he'll teach you how to do things by example. As a trickster, he'll trick you into doing things, good or bad. Below him is Coyote, and over the mountains on the other side, Coyote is the wise leader or trickster. He'll either show you how to do something or he'll trick you into learning a hard lesson. Many times a character like Coyote gets torn apart, injured, but he can always recover. And that's the main part about the trickster legends, is that you can always heal yourself. Don't give up. It could be the worst thing in your whole life and you think the world is ending. But the trickster legends teach us to never give up, have faith, to believe that this is just another lesson in life. Below is the killer whale. Now the killer whale will dive way down deep into the black water. That's the unconscious. And then he'll start moving up and get into semi-clear waters. That's the subconscious. And then you'll get to the top of the water, and that's the conscious level. And then he'll leap out of the water and up into the air, and that's the superconscious. And so the whale myth teaches you that you have to go sometimes way down deep inside where you don't want to go in order to really become fully aware. And so on the superconscious, where he leaps into the air, that's the enlightenment moment. You find the spirit. You find your oneness with everything. And so the whale myth, usually it has a human being riding with them. And it's the human experience. And so, of course, for lummies, the whales are relative. They were always big and went into the water so that they wouldn't hurt us, the smaller relatives. Also on the moon, the carving is the quarter moon to the full moon. And you can see a human face in the full moon. We do the Indian in the moon, where you actually see the figure where the man is, or the woman, it depends on the native that's telling you the story, is sitting cross legs, head bowed, 2 feathers over his forehead, and praying within the full circle of life, the moon. But we've been taught that the man in the moon is a male, but amongst the Algonquin, the man in the moon is not a man in the moon, but a female, a woman. It's a medicine woman that wanted to know all about creation. And so even our images sometimes have double meanings, triple meanings, and it depends on which tribe you go to. Okay. Of course, this is killer whale. Yeah. You can see his teeth, his eyes, side, and his dorsal fin. But tucked down here is what they call a salmon head design. That just goes to show that we're concerned still about the Chinook, the wild Chinook, that the South resident killer whales need. But the killer whales, the transient population, you know, they eat seals, but they also eat salmon. And the North resident, they're the same way. They need salmon. And so we put that on there to depict that part. This part here, you can see some gray put in there. We could have painted it all black and confused you more, but this is a coyote. And above coyote, there's a crescent moon with to a full moon. And you can see the face of the human inside the moon. That's what they call a stylized human face. So in our teachings, everything has a human aspect to it. We apply our values, our beliefs, our images to the world around us. Yeah, and that's how we relate to the world. We're like them. We're one of them. You know, and so a lot of times a stylized human face we put in the art to depict that we are the same aspect. Down here, I added a feather fan. That's because of a dream where the elders were saying, you got to brush us off. When you have a fan, you should take time to brush us off. That's a sacred item, and we'd appreciate that you brush us off. You know, and that's part of our teachings, that people will put bad things on you, bad thought or what have you, and those fans that our elders and our traditional people carry, those are good ways, just like using cedar or sage. They can brush you off, clean you off. And so that was carved on there to remind us that we have ceremonies to brush off any negativity we may have picked up. And so that's kind of a message to the travelers. Be sure you shake it off. Before you leave another spot, before you go on to the next spot, sage yourself off, cedar yourself off, or brush yourself off, or shake yourself off. Do something to get that anything bad that could have hooked to you, so you don't have those accidents or anything like that. You know, we've been pretty lucky because we believe this way and we avoided many accidents. So that's why that's on there, to remind us. You know, and sorry to say, you know, civilization has started over and over and over again because we're a selfish animal. We're selfish, and we're going to destroy the earth again. Or the earth will go on without us.
Yes,
well, we can't go on without the earth.
Yes, yeah.